All right, hey, hello everybody out there in heavy metal land. Welcome to the 46th edition, Hangar 18. And we're going to serve today as your little oasis in a sea of political turds.
Well, ain't that the truth?
Yeah, because I don't know, anywhere you go on the internet, it's, fucking everybody's a racist. That's why I hate white people.
Even horses.
Yeah, horses are racist. Goddamn racist horses. Also, baseball is racist because the stripes come out as KKK. Remember that one?
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, we're not going to do that at all. So we forget I just said that. Anyway, I'm Thundercracker, your giant blue fucking alien death machine stabby face motherfucker. And with me, as always, is the Spock to my Kirk, the great southern panty dropper, the baritone Dreadwind.
Hello, hello, hello.
Right. All right. So, hey, as always, we're going to talk a little bit about heavy metal news here.
Mm-hmm.
It's always our first segment. So, Dreadwind right now, he's going to change out of his fucking one pair of shoes to his other pair of shoes and put a sweater on, go to the fucking land of make-believe.
Won't you be my neighbor?
Yeah, right on. See, I think we need more fucking Mr. Rogers because we weren't so fucked up when we were little.
Need more of him and more Bob Rosses.
And fucking A, and Sesame Street too, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you brought up Sesame Street. I have a Sesame Street reference later on.
Oh yeah, holy shit!
Yeah,
who'd have thought that? All right, so heavy metal news. I don't know if this is heavy metal news, but I found it kind of pretty funny, right? So I don't know if you guys are aware of a country music singer named Garth Brooks. He was pretty popular in the 90s, and he's kind of like a butterball guy with a cowboy hat. Anyway, he's pretty popular and he sings a bunch of songs. And my brother, swear to God, thinks he is the living embodiment of Garth Brooks. He's all the time doing karaoke and singing Garth Brooks, and it makes me laugh because he sounds nothing like Garth Brooks and he can't sing. But he thinks he can.
Isn't he the one that does the "Tear in Your Beer" song?
Yep, I think so.
Okay.
He's the Low Places one.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Garth Brooks, he has a song called The Thunder Rolls. If you ever heard it, it's and the thunder rolls. And the lightning strikes, and the love grows cold on a sleepless night. Well, goes on out of control. All right.
Okay, the hound dogs are starting to howl now.
Anyway, he's got a song called The Thunder Rolls. Anyway, it was a #1 hit song, and it's being covered by, wait for it, All That Remains.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. And here's the thing. It's the funny thing about that. That's not even the worst cover I'm going to tell you about today. Anyway, All That Remains say, we didn't want it to be too much like the original, but the specificity of the song limits it to what you can do, the band's frontman Phil Labonte tells Billboard. The song explores a woman's reaction to her husband's cheating, of course, and that hasn't changed. The song's sound, obviously, and the new video has. We didn't want to seem like we were trying to step on the toes of the original. But at the same time, we're trying to change the message of the song, he continues. It felt like something less specific would work best. And then there's the video in the, yeah, there's the video, and don't watch it because it's awful. But anyway, All That Remains covers Garth Brooks, The Thunder Rolls. That's my heavy metal news. It's a slow fucking week.
What's that word again? Specificity?
Specificity, yes. And I'm pretty shocked that a heavy metal frontman knew that word.
Where did he? I'm just trying to figure out where he pulled that out of. Okay.
Yeah, Google, I'm sure.
Well, first of all, happy birthday to Rob Halford.
Hey, Rob Halford, right on. And you know what else, too?
Yeah.
Today marks the 19th anniversary of Rob Zombie going solo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And also, in the other shitty news, it's also the 19th anniversary of Godsmack's debut album.
Well, as of yesterday, I think it's August 24th. Yep.
That's yesterday.
August 24th, so that was yesterday.
According to most calendars.
Metalocalypse's creator, Brendan Small's new solo album came out, titled Galacticon 2 Become the Storm. So not much information on it. He said he's not planning on releasing the lyrics because he wants the listener to figure it out for themselves and be inspired by what they hear. That'll be a good one.
So he's a dick.
Yeah, I guess so. what they hear will be. I'm reading this. This isn't me speaking. This is what I'm reading. What
sounds like you
will hear is awesome heavy metal, and he once again collaborates with drummer Gene Hogland and bassist Brian Beller for an amazing album filled with prog shred and everything you would want out of a metal album. So it's out now. I'm assuming it's going to sound a lot like Death Clock.
Probably, I would guess.
So go check that out.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, slow week.
Yeah, pretty much.
In heavy metal, somebody do something. Somebody fucking stab somebody or something. Jesus Christ.
one of the news things was James Hetfield was spotted air drumming to a Ghost song.
Oh like, yeah, I also saw. I can't believe I just drew a total blank on his name. Jesus Christ, Dave Mustaine responds to being called an asshole. That's the kind of everybody's got out right now.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, if I had to respond every time somebody called me an asshole, I'd be like a fucking encyclopedia. All right, so onwards and forwards. Thanks for that heavy metal news. See fucking Kurt Loder's fucking shitbag face on there.
I remember him.
Yeah, he was one of the original ones. All right, on to our heavy metal reviews. Our first band is a Cavalera joint called Soulfly.
Mm-hmm.
Soulfly formed in 1997 out of Phoenix, Arizona. This might be our first Phoenix, Arizona band. Anyway, the song was called Unleash off of their Conquer album, 2008. And I always remember I have this Soulfly shirt, right? And it's basically like Max Cavalera, and he just got his arms like held out like this, right? Mm-hmm. And my buddy who I was telling you about off air just before the show, right? Mm-hmm. Every time he sees me wear that shirt, he holds his arms out and pantomimes and goes, "Yeah, my soul is fly, yo." and I want to hit him, but I can't because he's dead. So he basically gets carte blanche to say whatever the fuck he wants. Anyway, Soulfly Unleashed. The opening sounds like what I would imagine it sounds like if you were a turd circling the drain in a toilet. But then the drumming and Cavalera's voice kick in. The chorus is a bit on the simple side because it's unleash this, unleash that, but it's heavy as fuck.
Yep.
I wonder how they are achieving that whining guitar effect. There's this like weird whining guitar effect, or I don't know, maybe it's like a theremin.
It might be keyboard or something. Yeah, it's really annoying.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what it is. But anyway, the lyrics are awesome because basically they're like, take vengeance on fuckers who wronged you. The heavy breakdown is almost reminiscent of Sepultura because it's got some tribal drumming in there. And then they go into this like really ethereal part where it's got like, I don't know, it just sounds like almost like stoner metal. But it's got like, I don't know, you could definitely smoke a joint to it. Anyway, there's great tempo changes throughout the entire song. And of course, in the comment section of the YouTube video, the history lawyers could not help but nitpick the authenticity of the images in the video. Because they were like, oh yeah, this is obviously, I forget what major Mayan civilization. It's supposed to depict Mayan civilization, but he has a belly button ring, and Mayans didn't have that in Wichita. Like, really, it's a fucking music video. Calm the fuck down. It's those same people who are like, I can't even watch the Vikings football players on television because Vikings didn't have horns on their helmets.
Yeah.
Like, go lay down. Anyway, Soulfly Unleash. I got a little fucking history lawyer monkey on my back. I give it an 8.5.
Yeah, get that thing off of there. Yeah, there was a really annoying background noise like you were talking about. I don't know what that was, but it was. I was hoping it was only going to be for the intro, but sadly it wasn't.
Yep, they brought it back. That was annoying. Let's bring that back.
A couple of times, yeah. But the main riff reminded me a lot of Pantera.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I guess
the chorus riff pretty much just kicks you in the face, and the breakdown is pretty brutal. Before switching to an unexpected bridge section that is a stark contrast to the brutality of the rest of the song. That's a kind of ethereal part you're talking about. Yeah. A lot of tribal beats in it also, like you're saying, and some good tempo changes. Overall, it's a pretty good heavy song. I really knocked it on the that annoying background noise, whatever that. Yeah. I don't know what that was. I gave it an 8.0.
I half expected fucking like a fat dude to get nailed in the butt in some fucking Bayou Valley thing, and then fucking Burt Reynolds fucking shoot an arrow at a guy. I heard that fucking squealing. All right, that was a Deliverance reference for those of you.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
All right, so there you go. All right, our next song. Hey, we had another fucking animated video, which we haven't had one of those in a while. So, and I always love the animated videos, right? Especially when they're fucking like as awesome as this, right? This is called a band called Rabbitier, I think. Anyway, the song is called Achtung Panzer, and the Achtung Panzer, of course, is the famous book written by Heinz Guderian that basically lays down the principles of Blitzkrieg. And what gets me about that is Heinz Guderian basically stole all of those principles from British people. There were these British military strategists who thought that you shouldn't spread tanks out; you should put them all in one armored fist. And the British Army was like, "That's fucking stupid." But the Germans were like, "Hey, wait a minute."
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, let's try that. But anyway, these people, Rabbitier is from Haparanda, Sweden, formed in 2008, and the album's name is called Det Finns Bara Krig. I don't know what the fuck.
Okay.
Some Swedish shit. But anyway, Bert de Ferk. Anyway, 2009 is when the album was released. All right, first off, let's get the elephant out of the room immediately. I fucking love the animation in this video. Secondly, let's get the other elephant out of this room. This song sounds a great deal like Rammstein fucked Sabaton and had a mutant child. I mean, it just does. It sounds like Rammstein. I saw people in the comments actually like, just because it's German doesn't mean it sounds like Rammstein automatically. I'm like, but this does sound like
Rammstein. Yeah, this is more than that. Yeah, it's actually most of my notes are concerning that. So go ahead.
Yeah. I love the fact. First off, about the animation. I love the fact that it's like regular dudes versus evil skeletal dudes.
Yeah,
I just love that. Yeah, the music itself is very simple and seems to be driven by that very low synthesizer sound that they got going. The breakdown with the synthesizer is kind of jarring, but that's all I really have on that. I was kind of just like enthralled by the animation a little bit, so I give it a 7.5. Dreadwood.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the actual video itself. Just separate from the song, just looking at the video and the animation, I thought that was really cool. Loved all the little maps and stuff and everything. Really cool. Yeah, the first thing I wrote right when it started out was, okay, it's got a keyboard intro. It sounds a lot like Rammstein. And then the song continued. And I was like, okay, this sounds just like Rammstein. And it's not that, oh, well, they play the similar style as Rammstein. No, it sounds just like a Rammstein song.
Exactly.
Yeah, go listen to Engel by Rammstein.
Yep. And
it's almost exactly the same. The chorus is good. That's where it changes up, is for the chorus part. The chorus part's different. It's good. I really like the chorus. It's got a good, unique flavor to it and everything, and adds to the song. But the keyboard intro and even the main riff where they're playing and he's singing the verses, it's a blatant ripoff of the song Engel by Rammstein.
Did you see that the lead singer kind of looks like a skinny James Hetfield?
Yeah, he did kind of. Yeah.
He kept thumping his chest for some reason. Okay,
yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Overall, it was pretty good, but I was like, all right, stop ripping off Rammstein. You guys got a good sound, but don't play a Rammstein song and then put your lyrics over it. 7.5.
All right, symbiotic motherfuckers. All right.
Yep.
And I'm probably gonna pronounce this wrong because like it's from Sweden, and it's like it's not even like the.
It looks like Manogram.
Yeah, and it's not even like the two dots over the A. It's like a little circle over the A, which I have no fucking clue how you pronounce that. Anyway, I pronounce it Manogarm, and the song itself is called Hemfjord. The band is from Sweden.
Sure, we'll go with that.
1995, and the album is Vredens Tid. Vredens Tid. Well, whoever Vreden is got some big kids. Anyway, 2009 it was released. I absolutely love the melodic / acoustic intro with the mournful singing in the beginning.
Yes.
And then the chick.
I was gonna say that's probably my favorite part of the whole song.
Me too. And then the chick starts to sing over the low guitars. I probably could have done without that. But I was forced to get into a longboat and go and fuck up the coast of France. Sorry, France. Of course, the comment section has devolved into a race debate because everything has to be about race these days. Because if you see anything about Vikings, you're immediately a white supremacist. I don't know how that happens, but apparently it does. If you read the comic book Thor, you're a white supremacist. If you have a Mjolnir necklace, you're a white supremacist, I guess. If you like vanilla ice cream, you're a white supremacist, I guess, these days. Anyway, then the song picks up speed, which I love that part. The breakdown at 3.30. Yeah, let me start that one more time. The breakdown at 3 minutes 40 seconds is fucking brilliant. Here's the major rip on the song. It's 4 goddamn minutes too long.
Yeah.
It's 8 minutes long. Cut it the fuck down. And I understand, like folk metal, they like to have long songs. That's a hallmark of folk metal. But Jesus Christ, change it up some. Because I've heard tier songs that are like 6-7 minutes long, but it's like different throughout the entire song, right? So you're not like asleep with your with your headphones on.
Yep.
Anyway, this almost makes me think that I've been programmed to prefer the standard 4-minute song structure, but I think it's just because this song is fucking 4 minutes too long.
Yeah. Anyway,
I give Managarm Himthard 7.0. Dreadwood.
Yep. Way too long. That was one of the first things. I actually had to listen to this twice. The first time I listened to it, I couldn't write anything down. I was just listening to it. And about 4 minutes into the song, I was like, okay, this song needs to stop now. And there's still 4 minutes left to go.
Right.
It's got a soft, kind of clean, airy intro that leads into a good folk metal opening. It's got a big folk metal sound with, I labeled it very angelic female vocals.
Oh, angelic.
Then the male vocals came in and changed everything up.
Too satanic?
Yeah. The song was really good for about the first 3.5 minutes. And then after that, it just basically continues to repeat itself after that.
Totally.
There's a couple of changes, but nothing significant. And even those changes are repeated later on too, so it's just like they carbon copied the first half of the song. Yeah, that's about it. I gave it a 7.0 also.
All right, symbiotic again. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Okay, our next band is called Omkin, and they're from Greece. Omkin. Or Amkin, I don't know. Anyway, they're from Greece, 2011. This song is called Shattered Sanity, and the album is called Theater of the Absurd 2017. It's a relatively recent release. Anyway, I love the countdown in the beginning. It reminded me of Lemmy. As soon as he did that, 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like, Lemmy. That's right. Anyway, the song starts off with an unrepentant thrash set of riffs and drumming that scratches your fucking face off. I love the slowdown part, and I think it might be a bit weird that I knew that the singer was from Greece before I Googled it, because he just looks like he's from Greece. I don't know. Maybe I'm I don't know, what, nationalist, maybe? I don't know what that means. If you can tell what country somebody's from just by looking at them. I can usually tell French people because they're normally like, but Greece people, I don't know. Anyway, give these guys bullet belts and spiked bracers, and you can drop them into any 1980s thrash fucking video.
About the only thing they're missing, yeah.
Yeah, the singer has a great scream. I mean, he's like way up there, and his voice doesn't crack or break at all. But my guess is over the years that's going to go away. The heavy breakdown part is fucking great, and it's got the crisp guitar accompaniment to the heavy that reminds me of early Megadeth because it's like really precise and crisp. Sharp guitars, which that's what Dave Mustaine's known for. Did the lead singer just rip off a fantastic solo? I believe he did. The singer just fucking nails it. The drummer looks like he's terrified he's going to fuck up. But he has a Slayer shirt on, so we will forgive him.
Yeah.
Anyway, I really like this song. Right up my alley. It's thrash. It's got all the hallmarks of good thrash. I give it a 9.0 driven.
Wow.
I know. Bringing endorsement.
Yeah, okay. So here's what I wrote.
Here's your counterpoint.
Here, you ready?
Huh?
Sleeveless shirts, check. Black jeans, check. Countdown intro, check. Flying V.
I was about to say, you missed Flying V. Yep, gotcha.
Slayer shirt, check. Video location showing the band standing on a bunch of rocks, check. The only thing they're missing are the bullet belts and the spiky bracers.
Yep.
Just
Totally.
like you said. Yeah, it's a straight up 80s thrash metal band sound, video, everything about.
Yeah,
I mean,
AKA the best music imaginable. Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty much. The only knock was I thought the vocalist wasn't bad, but he wasn't great. I just wrote that vocals are a bit unremarkable, but the music is pretty, really spot on.
Yep.
Great thrash riff after thrash riff after thrash riff. Song felt just a tad too long, and by tad I mean like maybe 30-40 seconds, not much.
Yeah, I think it was like almost 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah. But it was good, solid effort, great solo, great music, great overall feel to it. I gave it an 8.0.
All right, well, I'll accept that.
Yeah.
All right, next band is a band called Noun. And when I die, bury me. That sounds just like Phil Anselmo.
Nothing like Phil Anselmo.
All right. Hey, now you're feelings. All right, the band was formed in 1991 in New Orleans, Louisiana. And shockingly, their album was called NOLA, 1995. The song was called Bury Me in Smoke. And when I first heard the low and slow opening, I got a contact buzz off of it and had to go watch Scooby-Doo and eat Munchos for a while.
There you go.
I love how the drums sound like a super groovy thing with sprinkles on top. I actually wrote that. What the fuck? It's like there. All right, Anselmo's voice sounds like it has seen some better days, but he pulls it off in a soulful way. I'm reading the lyrics to the song and thinking how heavy metal and country seem to be the only outlets for profound lyrics that are not just ha, me fuck you, ha, butt ass. The guitar solo is so fucking southern that a group of Antifa fuckfaces are demanding that it be torn down.
God.
Then finally,
that'd be a lot funnier if it wasn't true.
I know. My only knock on the song is I'm not a fan of the volume down, volume up outro. That kind of I'm not a fan of that. But otherwise, I like it. I give it an 8.5. I just want to say one more thing. I give it an 8.5. And I just want to say one more thing about that whole like me fuck you, butt ass. There's this channel that I have called Audience Music, right? And what they'll do is they have these live bands play. And like in between songs, they cut to this interview that they did with them, right? Yeah. And they have this pop singer, and I forget what her name is, like generic pop singer or whatever, right? And they're talking to her, and they're like talking to her about how profound she loves music, and like all this stuff about her musical background and her training and like her singing classes and all that stuff. And then like they cut to the song, and she's like got her front two hands on the ground and her ass up in the air, and she's like just like thrusting her ass up in the air at the crowd. I'm like, yeah, totally classically profound there.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. Anyway,
Juilliard would be proud.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a perfect way to put it. That's what I was looking for. All right. Anyway, 8.5 Dreadwind, Bury Me in Smoke by Now.
This is an awesome album.
Totally love NOLA.
And I love how when they first did like the demo for this, nobody really knew what they were doing yet, because this is a super group and they were just doing this on the side for fun, and they put together a demo tape. This was back when they were still doing cassettes, and they purposely wanted to see how well the underground tape trading network was still going on, because that used to be the thing back in the day, back in the 80s. Bands would trade cassette tape.
That's how Metallica got their start.
Yeah, so they made a bunch of cassette copies of their demo, and they didn't have anything on it other than the name of the band, Down. That was it. They didn't write anything else on it, and they handed a bunch of them out at some shows, just like backstage at shows and everything. And then they'll be touring with their respective bands, Pantera and the other bands, And they got like halfway across the world. They were like in Europe somewhere, and somebody came up to them backstage, "Hey man, have you heard of this band before? Check these guys out." And it was their own demo tape.
Oh wow!
It was a down demo.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's cool.
The more you know.
This song, after the opening riff, the guitars drop down to a sludgy rhythm that just makes you feel like you're trudging through a swampy marsh. Phil's vocals sound like a steady diet of cigarettes and Jack Daniels.
Yeah, totally.
The melodic chorus is well played, is a well played contrast to the heavy main rhythm. And this song's typically played as their closer song live. The whole song pretty much renders you comatose in a good way. And that is to say, it forces you to sit back, nod your head to the rhythm, and light one up as you chill underneath the black light.
Right on.
I gave it a 9.5 because I love this whole album.
Yeah, me too. I'm a big fan of Stone the Crow.
Yeah, Stone the Crow. Yeah,
Lifer. Yeah, pretty much every fucking song on that.
Pretty much, album. Yeah.
Have you have a Diary of a Madman?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was gonna say I'll just send it to you if you don't, because it's really good. All right, our next band, we'll go from Southern supergroup to another Southern band, but more of a progressive style. Mastodon, and this is from their album The Hunter, 2011. Mastodon formed in Atlanta, or Georgia, whatever you want to call it. That's my mom's name. Anyway, they were formed in 2000.
Atlanta?
Yeah, mom's name's Atlanta. No, her name's The Hunter. Anyway, the song is called Octopus Has No Friends. And I love that name. That's like my favorite name ever, right? Except maybe like those like really long White Zombie, like where it's like the Moon Unit fucker, Frank Werewolf Zombie from Planet X, fuck the mutant child of death vampire. Anyway, I love that name. My notes are the drumming is fucking spot on. And like if you ever listen to Mastodon, they don't like do a standard drum, right? Like it's really progressive drumming. But the drummer is just unbelievable. I don't know who the fuck he is, and he sings too, right? The drummer does. I was just saying here, the drumming is fucking spot on, which is a common theme for Mastodon. I love the eerie vocals in the beginning, and I wonder which one of the singer/singers is doing the opening part, because there's 4 members of the band, the 3 of them sing.
Yeah,
and I think now they have all 4 of them singing, if I'm not mistaken. It just dawned on me that the main lyric part sounds like it is underwater, which is goddamn brilliant. For a song called Octopus Has No Friends.
Yeah.
But the meaning of the song, though, if you like delve into it a little bit, basically they're talking about being on tour and not being around anybody, and they'll be home soon, right? You know, to the people that they care about.
Okay.
And if you pay careful attention to the song, and pretty much this is the same for all Mastodon songs, there's layers of music, right? Like it's not just a simple here's your song. There's like songs on top of songs within one song. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's very complicated and progressive, right? And then I love the way the song ends. It just kind of like it's almost like it sputters out. But Mastodon Octopus Has No Friends, I give it 7.5.
Yeah, it kind of feels like you need like an algebra equation to figure out.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Meaning of the song.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, first thing I wrote, because I saw the title of the song, and I was like, it sounds like the title of a PBS special.
It does, doesn't it? Their next song is Bill Up on Capitol Hill.
Yeah. If you're not into the progressive stuff, then it's definitely the song is gonna feel a bit too busy for you, because like I said, there's a lot going on, a lot of layers to go through. Lots of bass work, lots of intricate guitar work. A few parts of it kind of reminded me just a little bit of Mudvayne. The vocals are very melodic. It's a good length. It's not a very long song. It's like 3.5 minutes or something like that. I think, yeah, somewhere around there. But at the same time, unless you're willing to sit and delve into the deep layers of this song, and actually put your mind to figuring the meaning of it out and all this other stuff and everything, it's not going to jump out and stand out at you just on a casual listen, you know.
Yep.
On a casual level, it doesn't jump out or stand out at you. It kind of feels like a filler song as a casual listener. So you kind of really have to be into it and really want to sit down with the headphones on and really delve into it to get the most out of it. So I gave it a 7.5.
Hey, Symbiotic again. I'll be goddamn. Hey, we're going to go from progressive right into progressive.
That's not really progressive.
That's pretty close. Pretty close. All right. Orange Goblin is the name of the band. They were formed in London in 1995. The song was called...
Great name.
Yeah, totally great name. This song is called Red Tide Rising, which, yeah, when that happens around this house, you better watch out. Red Tide Rising. Anyway, this album is called Eulogy for the Damned 2012. My very first note is, this is why you don't fuck with Ouija boards, kids. The song has a great build-up that ends in a goddamn amazing riff. That fucking first main riff that they have is just fucking awesome. I mean, really. I could have probably done without the close-ups of the guy's face. Like a lot of stoner / doom metal. Although I say stoner doom metal, they do have some progressive elements too. The guitar work is very reminiscent of Sabbath at various points.
Yes.
You can definitely hear Sabbath influence in this. Goddamn, that breakdown is evil as fuck.
Yeah.
When I listen to this song, I am captivated by the Lord of Madness, and my soul is sucked into a realm of unknowable insanity. The whole song seems to be infused with a satanic oil that greases it along its way. I don't know where I was going with that.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Fuck it. I was getting progressive with my review there. Anyway, I really like.
I can't believe it's not Satan.
Right on. I give Orange Goblin Red Tide Rising at 8.5. I really liked it. And just so you know, the same guy who turned me on to Mastodon turned me on to Orange Goblin. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
I
it's
don't
like.
have much on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you
go ahead.
No,
you go.
After you.
I was just saying, I don't have much on the actual song itself. I wrote like a brief description and then. So anyway, here goes. So the song kind of feels like when you've had a few too many Jaeger bombs, and then you end up going home with a quiet chick in the corner, and she breaks out the leather and lace and gives you a night that you'll never forget.
Ooh.
Pure metal goodness from beginning to end.
That sounds like you said that from experience. I'm just saying.
No comment.
All right.
From metal goodness from beginning to end with the appropriate amount of Sabbath influence infused throughout. Pretty much stoner, more stoner than doom. This band does have some songs that are very more doom style.
Yeah, some people use those interchangeably, but they are different. You're right.
They are different. Yeah, this one was much more stoner metal.
Yeah, a little more upbeat, right? Totally.
Yeah, more up tempo.
And if you listen to Sabbath, their catalog has both stoner and doom metal in it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I really enjoyed this one too. I gave it an 8.5 also.
Goddamn, Symbiotic again.
The heck out of that one. Yeah.
I'm saying, fuck. All right. Okay.
I went right back and listened to it again.
Right on, brother. Our next song is by a band, a very, very, very underrated band in my opinion, Carcass. Carcass formed in Liverpool in 1985. I finally got a chance to see them live. They opened for Slayer, and oh my god, they were fucking amazing. Just totally amazing. It was Carcass, and then Testament, and then Slayer. It was a really, really good show.
Wow, that would be.
I know, totally right. And then like just recently, it was Lamb of God, Behemoth, and Slayer. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good on the Slayers deals, right? All right. So anyway, this song is called "Keep On Rotting in the Free World." And which is a great name for a song again. And this is from their album Swan Song, which everybody shits on because it doesn't sound like the rest of the Carcass catalog, like Corporal, Jigsaw, Quandary, and all that other weird name stuff that they have. But I really, really like Swan Song. I don't know what to tell you. It came out when I was like a senior in high school, and like this dude that I know, he was like, "Hey man, check this out. What is this, Carcass?" I played it and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Anyway, my notes are, holy fucking mother of all goddamn demon testicles, that opening riff is a goddamn pile driver. I fucking love the singing that is smashed on top of the guitar, and then the chorus comes in and punches you in the cunt. I love how the guitar starts and stops to show off the drumming. Because like the drumming is pretty noticeable in this song.
Yeah.
The lyrics are fantastic, and wait for it, fuck, they have just enough cowbell.
Yes.
The solo is goddamn fantastic, and then it's joined by another fantastic solo. Like they have this great solo, and it kind of like winds down a little bit. They're like, oh yeah, here's another solo. And it fucking just blasts you again. I give it a 9.5. I love this song. Dreadful.
A little bit more than I liked it, but I still really enjoyed it. I didn't write much about this one. I just wrote the music pretty much just fills your ear hole with sweet metal love, and even stays to cuddle after. Even your prescription for more cowbell is filled. Their blistering solos are short but to the point and extremely well done. Plenty of really great change-ups, stops and starts, and great riffs throughout the song. I gave it 8.5. I enjoyed the whole song.
All right. So, hey, I was just going to say that I saw in one of the comments, right? This dude was like, this song is the entire reason I have a cowbell on my drum kit. Which I just love it. I know. I just love it that there's somebody out there that bought a cowbell, put it on his drum kit just because of this song. That fucking makes me happy. That type of way. All right. Our next band is called Decapitated, and Polish death metal, right? As soon as you say those three words, you know it's going to be fucking awesome. Polish death metal. Because I've yet to think of a Polish death metal band that's not fucking great. They were formed in Krosno in 1996, and that might be pronouncing that entirely wrong. It might be like, I don't know, Pickleberry, because of the way fucking Polish works. Because there's normally like 17 consonants and then like one Y.
That's exactly what I had and thinking in my head right when you said it. With 17 consonants.
Yeah. So anyway,
scary.
I know it is scary. Yeah, they were formed in 1996 in Krosno, Poland. The album is called Nihility. Anyway, 2002. The song was called Spheres of Madness. Here's the thing. I want to warn you in advance. I love this song a lot.
Okay.
The opening comes in like a fucking jackhammer from the depths of...
Let me get the plastic out. Hang on. Okay.
Okay. The opening comes... Yeah, right. Because I'm going to lay it down. You might need a tarp. All right. The opening comes in like a fucking jackhammer from the depths of the 9th layer of hell and chips your face off with its heavy riffs. They then go into a technical ditty reminiscent of Meshuggah. Holy fuck, that guitar lick at 50 seconds is a fucking Peter North money shot. My head was like, error 404, neck not found, too much headbanging. I'm pretty sure it is impossible not to headbang to this song. The song, here, remember how before I was telling you about the worst cover? That wasn't the worst one before? The song does not quite, the song just does not quit pounding your skull with the evil and clarinet. Yes, someone covered this song entirely with a clarinet.
What?
Yeah, totally. Covered this entire song, Spheres of Madness, by Decapitated with a clarinet. And I've listened to it, and it makes me laugh a lot. Anyway, Spheres of Madness by Decapitated, I give it 10. It's fucking brilliant death metal. Good.
I can't wrap my head around clarinet. Are you?
Totally. Look it up. Decapitated, Spheres of Madness, clarinet. Trust me, you won't go wrong.
Wow. All right. Well, I did not enjoy this song nearly as much as you did. Very, very, very Fear Factory style opening with lots and lots and lots of double bass drums, followed by lots and lots and lots of double bass drums.
Yeah, you know what? I think Lars Ulrich couldn't get through like the first 5 seconds of this song.
Probably not. And sprinkled in with lots and lots of double bass drums.
Ooh, I like it.
Also filled with rapid, very staccato guitar rhythms. And the vocals. Here we go. After years of struggling on Sesame Street and facing a restraining order from Elmo, the now violent and disgruntled Cookie Monster has found a new gig fronting a metal band.
Oh,
although severely disappointed in the lack of cookies, he's been content with the ample supply of special brownies that's been available. Rumors persist that his lyrics are co-written by Oscar the Grouch, but he was unavailable for comment.
Oh, that's fucking funny. Oh, that makes me laugh.
7.5.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
all right.
I know.
That's all right. I know you don't like.
Into that
I know you don't dig death metal. You like the more.
It didn't suck, you know. But I
totally
wasn't into it.
Wait till next time we fucking review a goddamn Sabaton song.
Yeah, I know.
Like, fuck that guy and his fucking armor bullshit. I give it a 2. All right, so moving on to our final song, and this song was suggested to me by Sam Sturgill. So hey, if you're listening, Sam Sturgill, here's your song you suggest. Anyway, Sam sent me a message. He's like, "Hey man, I see all the time you're like constantly ripping on the South for incest, but did you know that Alaska has the highest per capita incest rate?" I'm like, I did not know that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so
I guess that would. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, you're out there in the middle of nowhere. It's cold.
There's like 300 people in the town.
Right, and like fucking half of them are related to you. You know?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, Pantera, band formed in Arlington, Texas, 1981, but really, totally, you know, you can't really count Pantera until Cowboys from Hell because the first couple albums, not so much. But anyway, this song was called "No Good," and then parenthetically, "Attack the Radical." The song is from Vulgar Display of Power, 1992, which, like Down's Nola, is probably one of the best albums ever.
Yes,
I put it right there with oh my god, I can't believe I can't think of the fucking name of the song or the name of the album. Goddamn Megadeth album. There's Vic on the front. There you go. Rust in Peace. Yeah, Jesus Christ, that was gonna bother me all day. Anyway, when I first heard this song, I was compelled to go to the grocery store and challenge the elderly bag boy to a 1950s style dance fight. What? I don't know. Okay. He's gonna like wrap a chain around our wrists and just fucking dance with a fucking knife in his hand, right? God. You coming to the Rumble with the socias? All right. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with all this stuff today.
Okay.
It's silly. The vocals are goddamn flawless. The guitars with their bending riffage, like how he does that like bend in it, I just love that. There's probably like a flanger for that, but I'm not sure. Anyway, the riffage, bending riffage. Get what?
There's probably several for that, but
yeah. The guitars with their bending riffage.
He's got one on each foot, and he's just like going back and forth, right?
Did you see that picture of? Yeah, you probably did because I tagged you in it. It's got Kirk Hammett,
yeah.
And he's walking around and he's got a wah pedal under each foot.
Yes.
It's so great.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, man, and speaking of Kirk Hammett, I was listening to this live album. They had 2x4 on there. I was like, holy crap, he wahs the fuck out of 2x4. Like the whole song is nothing but wah. But anyway, back to Pantera, no good. The lyrics are also applicable to the idiotic shit going on today.
Yes.
Once again, the comment section was a fucking cesspool of racial fighting because they were like, like, did you realize? Did you read the lyrics of the song?
Yeah.
Because basically, if you say that not all white people are racist scum, that makes you racist, I guess.
Yep, pretty much.
The solo is great, the drumming is great, and the song is great. I give it a 10 because it's fucking amazing. Trevor.
Yeah, another monster riffs from a monster guitar player. Phil's vocals in the song this whole album are awesome.
Totally.
Deep and powerful.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
That's what she said.
I was gonna say that's what your porno was called.
Probably so. The song and the entire album just punches you in the face, just like the album cover. So it's a perfect album cover.
Metaphor.
Lyrics are, the song itself is about anti-hate, anti-racist,
totally,
and how radicals on both sides are
totally
good for no one, which is basically exactly what he says. Just a great song. God, this album's so good. I love the song. I love this album. I'm gonna give it a 10.0 also. I had 9.5 written down, but make
bumped it up there. All right.
That up to 10.
Fuck yeah. All right. So that let me start that one more time. Hey, that wraps it up for our album reviews, or not album reviews, song reviews. God damn.
Sound like Porky Pig over there.
Yeah, did I have an aneurysm there for some reason? Okay, so anyway, we're going to talk about, we always have a top, we used to do concert reviews or concert stories, but we ran out of concert stories. Now we're doing top 5 things. So our top 5 things for this week is top 5 alien races.
Yeah.
And I'll start out.
Apparently, I had to look some up, and apparently there's actual like top 5 and top 10 list of alien races that are supposedly living on Earth right now.
Oh yeah? Are Antifa among them?
I did not go down that rabbit hole.
I totally don't blame you.
I saw the titles, on the links. I'm like,
you immediately thought of that. You immediately thought of that Russian dude with the fucked up hair. Aliens.
Yeah.
All right, so my number 5 race, and these guys are the Warhammer 40K ripoff of the Xenomorphs from the Aliens movies. They're called the Tyranids, and like they're not exactly like the Xenomorphs because like they're a little bit more complex. Because they're basically like, just imagine this like big biomass of creatures, and like even their guns that they have, they don't shoot like bullets or anything. They shoot either acid or they shoot like microscopic like globs of microscopic organisms to like eat your armor up or whatever the fuck. Anyway, they're called Tyranids, and they come in big hive ships, and like they're telepathic, but they're telepathic by means of like kind of like a Borg collective where like all of their mind power goes into like one common thing. And they call it the Great Shadow because like when like a Tyranid hive fleet approaches, like all the telepathic people on a planet will be like, holy shit, something's happening, right? They can just tell that it's coming. So anyway, Tyranids, I give my number 5 spot, Dreadnought.
Okay. Are they supposed to be sentient or just
kind of semi-sentient? They're basically animals. They have like various levels of them, and like the higher you go up, like the hive tyrants and like the gene stealers, and once you get like the higher levels, they get a little bit more smart. But the basic ones are, not very smart.
Okay,
basically living weapons.
I was having a hard time coming up with this list, and one of my ideas was, I'm not gonna actually go with, but do you remember that movie Space Invaders?
I think so.
It had the little Martian guys, and they pick up the transmission from or somebody, they're replaying the Orson Welles thing from Halloween to Invasion, and they pick it. They pick it up on the radio. It's a comedy, and they think that they're missing an invasion, so they go down to invade. But it's Halloween, and they're little green Martians, and everybody thinks
they're little kids
in costumes. And
nice.
One of the guys sounds like Jack Nicholson. It's hilarious. But anyway, for the list, number 5, I'm gonna go with the dragon things from, I don't know what they're called, but the dragon type creatures from Avatar.
Oh yeah.
Because those are cool.
Like the ones that flew around and they put their little head tail thing into?
Yeah, the big dragons. Yeah.
Totally with you on that. All right. My number 4 is Vulcans. Because first off, they're like, they basically divorce themselves of emotion, other than every 7 years when they go through Ponfar. And they're super strong and super smart. And they live to be like 200 years old or something like that. So Vulcans, they have green blood. Number 4.
Number 4 for me, the little guys from Critters.
Oh yeah, totally.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that movie?
Yep, totally. Critters.
Yeah, those things were.
Vicious.
Of course, I was probably 10 when I saw that, but
you remind me kind of almost like the language.
Pretty creepy. Yeah, they shoot those little needles out their back like a porcupine.
Yeah. All right. My number 3, Jawas, because I just like the way Jawas talk. It's fucking great. And like the fact that they're like the supreme capitalists, that they just steal everything, and because like even like I'll see Jawas like at conventions, and like some of them that get like super into character will like try to steal stuff from me. It's just, I love it, right? So yeah, Jawas is my number 3.
Okay, number 3 for me, I'm gonna go with the Klingons.
Oh, Klingons.
Just warrior race, and yeah, Worf was always one of my favorite characters from Star Trek. So.
Totally. General
I always
Marcon.
loved how every time Riker would go down for an away crew, the very first thing he would say, "Worf, you're with me."
No, totally. Fuck, I would too. All right, my number 2 are the Space Orcs from Warhammer 40K. They're so fucking great. First off, they use teeth as currency, which is fucking amazing to start with.
Wow.
Secondly, they have what they call grot shooters, where they take the smaller orcs and they put them into cannons and they shoot them at you.
What?
Yeah, they're called grot shooters, and then they have the way they talk just cracks me up. Like instead of a gun, it's a shoota, and instead of a knife, it's a stabba, right? And if it's a big gun, it's a big shoota. And if they can teleport, it's called a telepota. It's just the way they talk. It just fucking cracks me up, and I really love the Space Force. And like I love the fact that like they can evolve based on violence, right? Like the more violent they are, they can just evolve and they move up the chain as they get more and more violent, right? So Space Force is my number 2.
That's hilarious. Number 2 for me is the xenomorph thing from Aliens, because those were scary, man.
And they got acid for blood, man.
I know, and I remember after watching that movie, like after the first time I watched it, I'd go to bed at night and like I'd turn off the lights and jump like 3 feet. No, I'd like jump 3 feet to get into bed because I was afraid there was a face hugger underneath my bed.
Oh, totally. Totally. I tell you what, under the bed is like the biggest source for monsters of all time, right?
Yeah, that in the closet, yeah.
Totally. All right, my number 1 is Klingons because, like you said, honorable warrior race. They base everything on honor. Their weapons are great, Worf is so awesome. Like my very favorite thing that Worf ever said was when he told Picard, "If you were any other man, I would kill you where you stand." So yeah, and I also love the fact that he went ahead and fucked up Duras and killed him, and Picard's like, "Well, the Klingons say it's okay, but I'm gonna put a report." Worf's like, "Okay, put a report in there. I don't give a fuck."
Yeah, he's pretty badass.
Yeah, totally. All right, that's mine.
Number 1 for me is we talked about this the other day. I don't remember how to pronounce it properly, but the Predator guy.
Oh, Yautja.
Yautja, yeah. Those guys, because they're freaking awesome, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
So wait, your number 2 is Aliens, and your number 1 was Predator?
Yeah, I know.
That's pretty crazy.
Yes. I know.
Remember that Aliens versus Predator movie that was really awful?
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember the Alien?
When that movie came out, we tried to go see it, and the power went out in the theater.
Oh, that was a sign from above.
We had to leave, and then we went to go see it a second time, and like the same thing happened.
See, that was fucking the movie gods telling you, "Hey, this movie sucks."
Yeah, pretty much. We gave up after that.
All right, so that wraps it up for this episode of Hangar 18, number 46. And I'll go into Dreadwin's favorite part of all time, where I plug my appearances. I will be at MatsuryCon on Saturday here in Columbus. If you're at the Greater Columbus Convention Center, and there's like a whole ton of like local Columbus cosplayers that are going to be there that I know. So
cool.
If you're at MatsuryCon, yeah, there you go. And also there might be some other people from the G.I. Joe Cosplay Club that I'm in going there. Secondly, on Sunday, I'll be going to the Indiana Toy and Comic Expo. So there's that. And next week will be my first. I'll get my Dragon Con cherry popped.
There you go.
So I'll be going to Dragon Con. So yeah, there's even like this Dragon Con app now on my phone. Like all the people I know who are into G.I. Joe, like, hey, send me your code number so we can become friends on the Dragon Con.
Yeah. You're gonna have that's gonna be an experience, man.
That's what everybody says. Everybody's like, there's gonna be tons of great stuff. Like
so crowded, and the walkways in between the hotels. There's three hotels in a line. That's the main 3 hotels, and there's a walkway that connects all 3 of them. And especially on Saturday, usually between like around lunchtime and early afternoon, it is so packed that you're like. I hope you're not claustrophobic.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, Gen Con's kind of that same way with the packets in that dealer hall. So but really though, I'll just have to deal with it, I guess. But
yeah, and avoid the elevators because it's not happening. Just take.
Yeah, I would imagine take the stairs. Everybody's too lazy to take the stairs. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It was the same. Yeah, it's the same way at Gen Con. Like the escalators are like just like a huge sardine can of people, and then the stairs next to them totally empty. So
yeah.
But I'll be probably on Saturday. I think is the parade, and I'm in the parade, so I probably won't be.
I think they changed the route recently. The route's a little different from when I used to go.
I have no idea, but I know that like there's only 30 of us allowed to be in because like each group you can only get so many wristbands.
It used to be where anyone in costume could show up.
Yeah, like, right. But then it probably got out of hand.
All you had to do was just show up like 30 minutes before the thing started, and then you could participate in the parade. But then it got so big that they had to actually put limits on it. So.
Yeah, my guess is that the city had something to do with that, and the police, I'm sure.
Probably.
So yeah, there's only 30 of us allowed, and like, what I wonder is if the 501st was also limited to 30, because it seems like conventions tongue the 501st collective balls.
Oh yeah.
Because like I go to because I know some people in the 501st, right? I went to this. I've been to a couple conventions, and they're like, "Hey man, come on back to our private changing room." I'm like, what the fuck? How do you guys get a private changing room? I go in there and they have like a cooler there with like pop in it and like fucking air conditioning. It's like turned way up, and like fans everywhere and chairs. And stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? Meanwhile, we had just like a table. That's what they gave us. Was here's your table. And then somebody was saying that they might limit the 501st to like 50 or so, but they'll also give 50 to the Rebel Alliance or the Rebel Legion, and then 50 to the Droid Makers, which I guess is another faction of the 501st, and then like also 50 to the Mandalorian Mercs or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Star Wars, but I think some people just maybe take it a little too far. Just saying.
Yeah.
All right, that's totally sucking you out of everything right there. All right. No, seriously though, if I could afford to be a stormtrooper, I would be. And
Yeah, they had a couple of them at I was at GeekCon this past weekend, and they had a couple of them there from the 501st, and the one over here is not very big, but Hacksaw Jim Duggan was there.
Oh, sweet! I had a picture with him recently.
Yeah, Flash. He was there.
Yeah. So hey, one more thing about the 501st, right? Like I'm good friends with this photographer guy, right? And he was telling me about how he was at this convention and he was like standing right next to these 501st guys, and there was like 3 of them there. And like what they were doing is they were sitting there like talking shit about everybody's costume, right? Here's the thing about that: why be a dick, right?
Yeah,
it's cosplay, man. Just have fun with it. Don't like criticize other people's costumes.
Yeah, not everybody has 10 grand to dump on a costume.
Exactly, or the artistic talent to make it perfect.
That too.
Because I've seen people like who just sew and do their own shit, and they just make it amazing because they're artistically talented, right? I can't draw a fucking circle that looks like a circle. Mine always looks like fucking, I don't know, a peach. Yeah. Anyway, that wraps it up for Hangar 18. Horns up, motherfuckers. Dreadwind.
Stay metal.
All right, we're out of here.